All right, it's a problem we all have. Storage almost full. We've seen it all the time at the Sheridan parties. Whenever people are taking pictures,
oh, there's no
like,
storage left.
No more room. So you have fast tricks for either iPhone or Android, okay?
And this all kind of started because during the holidays, I was meeting with my family, and people are saying they keep getting the storage full thing, and I've had to fix it for like 5 different people. So I'm sure there are many of you out there. So tricks for both iPhone and Android users.
Easy ones. Okay, first of all, iPhone users, changing your record video settings. What do you mean changing your record video settings?
When you set up your new phone, it by default sets it at 1080p, which is the number of dots, the resolution on the video. And you can also set the frames per second. So 60 frames per second is the number of pictures it takes per second. It's actually double of 30, but you can actually knock it down to 720p, which is actually a lower resolution. So for things like home video, you're still recording high definition video, but you're recording it at a lower resolution so that you're taking up less space on your phone. So if you're the type with 16 gigabytes on your iPhone, you're saving yourself that much amount of space.
But it's enough quality to still see a clear video.
Exactly. You're not getting a grainy shot.
You also say set your message expiry settings.
Yeah, now this is something that is a little controversial because some people like to hold on to their messages and their message history forever. By default, of course, it is selected as forever, but you can actually knock it down to a year or 30 days. Now think about it. If you haven't looked at a message in a year, you probably don't care about it.
You mean a text message?
A text message. Or if there's a photo that you like, you've probably saved it into your camera roll or you've taken a screenshot of something. So you can actually set it to expire after 30 days or a year, and it deletes it from your history. Now, messages don't take up like too much of space, but if you have photos and videos in there, it can actually add up, and it can save you a lot of space if you do have it expire.
Turn off keep normal photos in high dynamic range.
Yeah, now high dynamic range is when it takes several photos and it gets you the best quality possible. Now, quite often people have this feature on. You can actually either turn off the feature, which stops it from taking 2 different photos, or what you can do is turn off the keep normal photo setting, the toggle there, because what will happen is it'll delete the worst of the 2 photos and it'll keep the best version on your phone.
What's that called? The toggle?
Toggle.
Toggle. Did not know that.
The
toggle.
Switch. Yeah.
Learn new things from you all the time.
Toggle it off, and it'll save only 1 version of the photo on your phone.
The new word of 2017.
Toggle.
Thank you, my muggle. It's toggle. Okay, turn off automatic downloads on all devices.
Yeah, so when you download something like music or apps, or if you have books and audiobooks and podcasts on your phone, quite often it'll sync it to all of your devices. So if you have an iPhone, an iPad, it'll download it across everything.
Yeah.
You might not necessarily want one app on all of your devices. You may or you may not. Turn it off if you don't want it synced across all of your devices, and it won't automatically load onto your device.
Okay, my mom just asked you about this, and she's like, can you please ask Winston?
Yeah.
Use iCloud photo storage. How?
A lot of people are scared because photos are going up into the internet.
Yeah.
Now, these are securely going up to the internet, but what happens is once it uploads into the cloud, it'll save it up there, so you can actually delete it off of your phone. Really? Now, when you select Optimize iPhone Storage, what happens is it doesn't necessarily delete it off of your device, but it will save a lower resolution, a lower quality version on your phone. So if you are looking at it while you're off of the internet, you're able to still see your photos and videos, but when you do want to retrieve it, it'll still download the high quality version onto your phone.
Okay, it's like a ghost phantom version.
It's like a phantom version, and then you can request it back.
And the other thing is, if you lose your phone or it gets stolen, you always have those pictures.
It's always backed up.
Because I've had that where you lose your pictures along with it, right?
Always,
so make sure you have the iCloud.
Yeah.
Okay, for Android users, clear cached data.
Yeah, so cache data is when you have apps.
Cache?
Cache, your cache.
I'm down with the lingo today.
What is cache? If you have an app on your phone, Dina, a lot of apps save a lot of things, like if you've loaded photos and videos on Facebook, for example, it'll cache that stuff onto your phone. So if you haven't looked at that stuff, it's not a bad idea to clear the cache every once in a while. It's the memory that's on your device. You can click the clear cache data button, and it'll remove it for all of your apps, images, videos, audio, and all that stuff.
And it's pronounced cached.
Cache. And you're not deleting the app off your phone. You're just kind of resetting the memory.
Okay, that's a good one, Winston. Also, empty your downloads folder.
So just like you have a downloads folder on your computer, you actually have one on your Android phone as well. When you download attachments on your emails, when you download photos onto your phone, they all go into your downloads folder. So go into your downloads folder in your applications loader. You can actually click delete and empty it every once in a while. You'd be surprised how much space that saves.
So that's only for Android?
That's for Android. Yeah, that doesn't exist for iPhone.
delete photos that are synced to the cloud.
Yeah,
Why?
so similar to iCloud Photo Library, you can do this with Android as well. Once it's gone up to, if it's gone up to a Dropbox or a Google Drive, you can go through and you can delete the photos on your camera roll as well, and then you can download them back.
Okay, and then you say expand your SD card memory.
You never, so the one benefit of having an Android phone, iPhones don't let you expand your memory, but you can actually get an SD card. So if you are running out of memory, expand it. If you have a 16 gig, get a 32 gig, get a 64 gig. They go up to like hundreds of gigabytes now, and you can swap out your memory.
I wish it was that easy to expand our own memories. You know what I mean?
It's true, right?
You also talk about the duplicate photo fixer.
Yeah.
That's for either Android or iPhone.
There are versions of it for both devices. So if you are the type of person, you're very trigger happy on your camera, you take 10 versions of every photo. If that's a food shot, if that's a photo of your kid, this app will actually go through and it'll bunch all of your photos together, select the best version that you like of every bunch, and it'll delete the rest. So rather than having 10 versions of every photo, you'll only have one.
Or you could just favorite it and then delete the other ones, right?
The other ones, yeah.
Awesome. Winston, great tips.
There was a lot. That was a lot in 7 minutes.
I feel better already. It's less clutter.
Yeah.
Even the cyber clutter makes us stressed out, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Wins. We'll be back with more VT right after this. Toggle away.
Toggle away.
Toggle away.